Pine Tree Trader in the building. We talking price action, we talking freedom. From the charts to the screen, we live. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I wake up, sun hitting the pines, eyes on the candle. Market volatility, more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup, yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming, till the doubt disappeared. Then we break the range outside bar, high stakes. Patience is the virtue, waiting for the breaks. I don't chase the wick, I let the price come to me. Trading with the flow, that's the Pine Tree strategy. Inside, outside, catching every move. Take profit trader, yeah, we in the groove. Daily payouts hitting, checking off the list. Apex Trader 5, the profits exist. Hosted on the TV, funded futures the name. Lucid in the vision, we ain't playing no game. Clicking buttons with precision, take profit is the goal. Managing the risk, gotta keep my control. From the Apex heights to the Trader 5 flow. Stacking up the wins, then I'm looking for more. I'm live on the air, funded futures TV. Showing every trade, total transparency. Lucid charts open, keeping everything bright. Scalping through the morning, holding through the night. It's a funded life, no more trading my own. Built a kingdom of capital, sitting on the throne. Withdrawal requests, yeah, I hit it every day. Pine Tree Trader, man, I'm leading the way. If it's red or it's green, I'm staying composed. Another daily payout, another door closed. Then it's back to the screen when the bell starts to ring. The rhythm of the market is a beautiful thing. Inside bar, hold, outside bar, go. Watch the P&L just continue to grow. Yeah, daily payouts, funded futures TV. Shout out Apex, shout out Trader 5. Keep it lucid, we out.
What's happening? What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Trader Mo's, Corey 2S, Bear Trader, Foe, Cosmos, Kelly Kaufman, Foe, what's happening? Payout Pine, Foe. Yeah, not today, though. Today was a little rough. Today was a little bit crazy. How did everyone else do today? I felt like today's price action was just kind of horrendous. When I was streaming this morning on My Funded Futures TV, it was tough to pay attention to the charts and what was happening. And then this afternoon was absolutely just terrible for the whole power hour, pretty much till the market closed. And then you had finally got a spike up to 29,500, almost by the, it was by the tick, and ended up pulling back off 29,500. Just like, I mean, rough chop all over. Just one of the most nasty days. Now, does it have anything to do with SpaceX? Does this have anything to do with SpaceX, like in the NASDAQ 100 now, or what's going on? Miss Thang and the Chicken Wang? Yeah. So anyways, just a super choppy. Ended up losing money on my pro account, which sucks. So I will not be on the leaderboard tomorrow, that's for sure. Still at 11,000 something dollars, but man, I took a pretty big hit. I started off up really nice. I was up pretty good on the account. Can't quite remember, right around 30,000, and ended up losing that and then some. So it is what it is. When you're trading big size, 5 minis, $100 a point, that's gonna happen. You're gonna have some big P&L swings sometimes. I just feel a little bit dumb trading some of this chop. But just nasty. We'll see how today is. Hopefully it's all right tonight. I mean, last night it was like we were getting we placed a few trades on stream. that were okay, and then it was a little bit choppy, and then ended up coming into Asia, the Tokyo Open, and crushed that trade. So hopefully we can do that again. What's up, Jip Smith in the house, Sinister Scalper, Tony Lanes, Genius. You make money in a pro account today? No, I lost 20 grand. Today was brutal, barely traded, luckily, yeah. So I was up late last night too. I was up late trading, and God, it was London. I was up till London Open trading, even probably 45 minutes into London before I end up crashing out. And then I had to get up, not early, but I had to get up to do My Fun of Futures TV this morning. So I only had about 3 hours of sleep, which kind of sucked. So I had about 3 hours of sleep, and then ended up taking a little nap this afternoon though, so that was good. How did everyone else do? So you guys, today was brutal. Yeah, you guys barely traded, luckily. Yeah, that was the smart thing. I would have definitely made more money not trading today. So I do have these take profit trader accounts. I did get 2 of them passed, thankfully. And then I got 3 more at 50% consistency. And I actually have a 150K that I bought. I thought, for some reason, I thought I only had 4 accounts. This shows you where my head's at. I thought I only had 4 accounts. Ended up picking up another one. I had a credit sitting there. So I got, you know, the nice thing is never a bad thing to have extra take profit trader accounts. Aiden, is it worth it to trade Globex Open? Would you miss out a lot if you do not trade Globex Open? I trade for stream. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like, it doesn't really matter like what session you're trading. It's just like you have to get you have to evaluate what's happening in the market. Sometimes Globex is great. I mean, you guys see it here. I mean, sometimes Globex is just awesome. And Tokyo can be awesome. It's all relative to like your trading style and what you like to trade. Some nights are complete chop. I mean, you could say New York was absolutely just shit today. And so was this like any in New York worth trading? Like any of this? No. Like the power hour, all that was just garbage. So yeah. But yeah, it's kind of like all up to you in the way your setups. I want to be patient here. Just going to wait for some really good... any updates on TPT rule changes or account changes? No, why? Is there something out there in the ether? Tech review? I haven't heard anything. I just had a meeting with them yesterday and they didn't say anything. Trump blabbing at 4 a.m. Yeah, Trump talking at 4 a.m. Also, I actually spoke a lot of. He spoke during the New York Open too, just after the New York Open, and then you got all these headlines coming out. It's tricky. And then the SpaceX thing coming into NASDAQ, and it was just very strange. So one of the things that kind of got me today was let's see, I tried to long. Oh yeah, so we had this Trump candle right here, like you guys said, at 4 a.m. This is like right when I went to sleep. I didn't see this candle. I must have just fallen asleep. It was late. Oh yeah, so anyways, we had that push up there in open, and I thought we would take out this high at 420s, 418s, 420s, and so that kind of caught me. And then we ended up getting that push up, finally took out the 420s, so I ended up catching some of that move. And then I proceeded to, I actually took a nap through this, thankfully, so I didn't catch any of the chop. This might be my new thing. I might try to nap during the lunchtime chop and wake up during power hour if I decide to trade the afternoon. And then I traded a little bit of this and made a little bit more money back. But yeah, it was kind of a rough day. What's up, Dean Bishop in the house? Solo trader. The trick to trading session is to wait for decent setups and trading conditions. They always appear. Yeah, you just gotta wait for your own setups. So I was curious. Tech review. You said something about updates on TPT rule changes or account changes. Was that just like a just a thought, like maybe that they might have changed some, or was that something in the ether? I'm curious because I literally don't know. Greg Acer in the house. Hoover Flag. What's up, Coach Fred? Kelly Kaufman. Holidays usually the trend is nice. Yeah, if you catch the trend, you can catch those trend moves. Labarto in the house. What's up? When do you have those affiliate meetings? Is it one or just group affiliates? No, it was just a one-on-one. First time I ever had one. It's something that they want to do more often. Take Profit Trader, because you guys know that they eliminated a lot of affiliates, so they want to keep just the select ones, and so they want to have relationships with the select affiliates. I mean, when I first started trading and first started using Take Profit Trader, you go on Twitter and there was all these random people, like everyone had a code. Like everyone had a Take Profit Trader code, and it was like, what the heck? And then I became an affiliate and started trading and streaming on YouTube, starting getting codes, things like that, and I couldn't even get one myself, and I was like so upset. I was like, oh. And I finally ended up getting one, because thanks to you guys for the support, but I finally ended up getting a Take Profit Trader code, but after months. And they kept denying me. I mean, I must have got denied 5 times. It's like, no, we want to wait to see if you get more subscribers, things like that. So definitely been a long journey, and thanks to you guys using code PINE. But now we're doing, we're having meetings and stuff and talking about certain things. So, all right, 1 minute before the market opens. Do I only trade combo inside, outside, inside? No, Greg. I mean, I trade bear flags, bull flags, all kinds of different stuff. So bull flags, bear flags, overall just momentum. This is what usually gets me in trouble. So when I have a good day, I don't really think about it. But when I have a bad day, like today, I go back and I look at the inside, outside bar combos, and I says, if I only just stuck with them like this, like this, like this, I would have been way better off, instead of just trying to trade like with the little, market's open, guys, little gap. I want to short this. Oh shoot. Yeah, I went so quick. I went to try to short that into that small gap. We had about a 10-point gap. And then I go back and I go, oh man, I'm like, if I had only traded that, I would have kept myself out of a lot of trouble. But like, when it like some of the trades I took today, like we broke out of this range right here, and then I just go long as we break out of the range, that kind of stuff. So TPT took Digital Nukes, they took your code away. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. I wasn't trying to knock you, anyone, and it's not like it's not you. I mean, there was literally like, what really made me mad, Digital Nukes, is like when I first started, is like I had people in my chat with TPT codes, and then I couldn't get one. I was like, what the heck? I'm like, really? I'm like, I'm trading in front of people. Like, I'm trying to like do something. We got 0 prints to the downside. Three micros. Eval. This might not work. I'll give it just a second here. Start breaking up through that 50. I'll get out. Might just leave them down there. Market wants to push higher. We did open up with a small gap, so I might just get out for this $100 loss. Yeah, I'm just get out. I just tried a little gap fill, not a little single print, zero print fill down there. Market wants to push higher here. We'll wait for a reversal. We get a reversal back down, and then that's gonna be a target for 408s. But down $100. Good night. What's up? Barbie in the house. What's going on, Vanessa, Jack Boom, Glenn? Turg, what's going on? Yeah. Trading minis from the phone in the park, not a degen, I swear. Yeah. 847. So easy. So easy. Yeah. Yeah, I was trading from my phone in the dentist's office the other day, so I can relate. All right, we're gonna push up here. Keep going to that upside. I don't know. Wait for a combo trade or an inside outside or something. I'm trying to hop in long here. Six micros. Just seeing if we hold a little 2-minute trend here. See if we hold that candles low. Come on, break above there. Taking off 3. There's 10 points, guys. W's in the chat if you caught that. 10 points. Come on. Where is it? Come on. W's. W's. Come on. Just kidding. I took 3 off there. Try to catch that runner, but no bueno. I was just joking, guys. Coming down to these zero prints now. So big outside bar here. I'm going to close out. Woof. And you short hit too? Imagine that, huh? Coming down, 29,402. Just took out those zero prints. Once again, are we going to have a nice little choppy market? And right back up. 402, right back up. Outside bar here on the 2. Top tick to short with a mini. Nice. I should have got out of that full size there, but I thought we'd actually break up through that high. We did not. All right, let's see what this candle does on a 2-minute. It might be a combo trade if we put in an inside bar. We'll try it. These combo trades during Globex haven't been working the best, but we'll give it a shot. Do have a gap up here that didn't get filled. A little small 2-minute gap. And definitely have some room to the downside too. That was a crazy pump. That 11 o'clock candle, the hourly candle, when it opened, it shot up and never looked back. It was kind of a crazy move. Right here. This 11 o'clock candle, it just opened and it just went whoosh, straight up. Oh, I forgot to turn it back. Sorry. Yeah, I was trolling. Ten times fine. Yeah, sorry. You guys can see it. You guys can see the bags in my eyes. I'm being up all night trading like a degenerate. Yeah, it's funny. Like I did this setup like where I had the half screen, and because that's what like they do on some of the other channels, and I thought that, you know, and then like I do it and like no one wants it. Everyone's like, take it off, please. So yeah, thank you guys for the confidence booster. Makes me feel really good for my self-esteem. Everyone else does it, and then I do it. Everyone's like, please take it off. We don't want the half screen. We don't want to see the close-up. Hey, what's up, Miss Trend Server? Oh, we get a little outside. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Little combo trade. Like I said, these haven't been working that great during the Globex. Usually, like, you gotta wait for at least Asia or something to start having it work pretty good. So I'm gonna place a stop at 402. Not normally, I just place it at 410, but I've been noticing this kind of gets chopped out just like it is doing right now. This seems like it's like a good fade trade right now, because during the Globex, I noticed when the volatility and the volume isn't as great, that these have been working like absolute garbage, especially the outside inside. Now that the inside outside during Globex working a little bit better. But normally when I take this trade, I just place a stop at here at 410. I'm just gonna place it at the low with some micros, try to widen it out a bit. I haven't quite got the confidence to be trading it like full size. So there's a nice pop here, 35s. we add into this? I'm adding into this. Maybe we take out the high. This is eval only plays, you know. Now I can move my stop to here, just in case. So that's 24 to 35, so another 10-pointer, but looking to take out the high to see if we take out this mother candle on the 5, this 2-minute outside bar. There you go. There's a good move there. Almost 15 points. Hopefully, we'll see if it wants to break out. Come on, just break out. I'm sick of this range crap. Just do it. Look how like choppy and jittery it is. It's just very strange acting. I really don't know what's going on here. Very twitchy. It's all the headlines and algos and coming out all the time. You know, it's like, you know days where like the price action just seems smooth and the price literally just moves very smooth. Today was definitely not that day. Everything felt very like jittery, like you get a little breakout and it's just kind of doing this and then it pull right back in and then it's just, I'm gonna keep my eye on that 5-minute too. I can't forget to keep watching that 5. Put an inside bar on that 5-minute. I'd love to see it break 46. I think we get a pop up to the 60s at least. Maybe the 70s up in there. Maybe, and then possibly we could run that wick up there at 500. And that 500 whole number just sitting there with that top wick. Not banking on it, but you know, at some point, you know, if we end up starting trading up in this area and we get a little long setup, that's definitely going to be a target of mine up in that area. All right, so there's 10 points off that break. Originally, I entered in more contracts, so I added in here. So my average is at 428.50. Trading the baby micros. There we go. Let's take some off right there. Stops at break even. We should take out that mother candle there. There we go. Barely. Let's break up through that high. Come on, just do it for the stream. Break that 450s. Fill this gap at 455. So there's the break. There's a new high there. So there's 20 points off that original entry there. And let's see if we can break that 450. Stops at break even now. There we go. So combo trade worked pretty well on that one. moving stop up the year, 441, just below this candle's wick here. See if it wants that continuation. Rejecting off 450 again. So locking in some profit. Oof. 450 getting slammed. Ah, you son of a... Look at that. 450 getting slammed. This might be a good entry along here. We'll see, though. Getting in a little pullback here. So that was a nice little trade off that combo. So finally, a nice one during the Globex session. Worked pretty well. Could keep going. I think we run that 450. I might have moved my stop too soon, but still down a little bit. Down $25. Free ICT lessons. That's so funny. It's so funny that he's been putting ICT in the title. I mean, I know why, but which do I prefer, on the 5-minute inside then outside, or vice versa? I don't really have a preference. My preference, if between the 5-minute and the 2-minute, is it's usually the 5-minute. It's usually a little more powerful. I think that the outside inside bar is pretty powerful, like right here. So someone was asking what the combo trade is. It's when I have an inside outside bar combination and then I take the break. I have a video on it in my long forms if you want to check it out. It's right here. But yeah, pulling back, rejecting off 50s. So not upset taking profit there. Here's my combo trade. The reason why I like it is because it's it comes pretty often on the 2-minute, and it's just a really nice little foundation. There's the video on it. Quick little, it's just a 3-minute video that I did on it. But the reason why I do like it is because it keeps me out of some of the battered trades. Keeps me out of some bad trades sometimes, where what I would do is I would look for an inside bar break, and then it would reverse on me so often, and I just kept getting stopped. I kept getting stopped, and then I end up flipping the switch. And then if I end up flipping the switch, if I take an inside bar break, say I took it along here, and then it would push down. So this would be a perfect, almost, well, not a perfect example. But anyways, yeah, so if I take the break, if I took the break of the inside bar, normally this is what I used to do, and then it would reverse on me. And then what I would do is I'd end up flipping the switch on the reversal, which would bring in this engulfing outside candle, and I'd end up reversing. So then I would be down because I'd be stopped out on the trade, and then I'm taking another high risk trade where I'm taking the reversal. So I just started eliminating that altogether and just looking for the combination where you have an inside outside bar and then just taking the break of the outside here and stop goes below, and then vice versa. So if you have an outside inside combo like this on the 5, so you have an outside inside and then taking the break of the inside and the stop goes above that inside. And then I just do the same thing on the 2-minute, just like what I did there. So if you look at my fills, oof, see, this is what I do, guys. You see this? Like all this stuff, what is this? I don't take my setups. People ask me, oh, you guys are like, oh, do you take that? Is this what you trade? Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to trade, but I end up taking other crap outside it. So Terry Trade said to me once, this is kind of funny now, earmuffs if you have little kids around. I'm not gonna say anything too bad, but she said, really all I have to do is just trade my edge. If I just take trade my edge, I'd be way ahead of the game. And she's like, it's not that you're not trading your edge, because you do trade your edge. It's all the other shit that you do outside of trading your edge. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly a good point. Because if I take that trade and I get stopped out, okay, fine. You know, if I would have just waited 5, you know, instead I end up down on the day trying to trade some of this, looking for little gap fills, all this other crap. And so like, it doesn't really matter like what kind of edge you have. Now you guys might be trading ICT or initial balances and all that good stuff too. And it all works. I'll tell you that it all works most of the time. But it's all the other, like Terry says, it's all the other shit that you do outside of the edge. It's not being patient and end up pushing the button when you really shouldn't. Like, for instance, like right now, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, well, if we push up back up here to 420 and then kind of fill this little gap here, backfill it, that maybe we roll over it down at 402, 400. Well, it's really it's not really my edge. It's just, I kind of think that we're going to roll over and push down through that 402 down into this area here. You know, so yeah, I'm just kind of thinking out loud, speaking out loud, and this is kind of stuff I do in the shower. This is the voice in my head when I'm in the shower. But yeah. The president is currently tweeting videos of bombings in Iran. Holy cow. And the market's, I mean, it's not really reacting. Interesting. Raising Sailor. Yeah, no problem. Hey, what's up? Trading with Diego in the house. Spaces, what's going on? MF Futures. I'm eating quite possibly at the best watermelon I've ever had. It's keeping me out of the market for now. Oh, now look at this little blip here. These have been really good for scalps. These little haramis for like 10, 15 points. They've been working really well on the 2-minute chart. Wait for that combo platter. Exactly. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, I try to keep it. I try not to swear too much, just because I know people are listening in the cars and stuff, which I appreciate. You know, because I'm definitely a cursor. I grew up in an automotive garage, so. What they said, what's that saying? Like I swear like a pirate or something like that. But yeah, growing up in an automotive shop was pretty crazy. So I try to be a little PC. What's up, Kathleen Freeman in the house? What's happening? Ike DC, ICT hasn't worked well for me. Single support and resistance is better. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, you could be trading ICT or support and resistance or order blocks or trading just an outside bar. You could just say, oh, I'll only trade outside candles on 2-minute chart. Like, that's all I'm going to trade. Outside candles. I mean, look, boom, boom, like these big dumps off these outside candles, big pop off this one, that kind of stuff. This one actually, not really, but yeah, I mean, you could just say, well, I'm only trading those, and then just see how it works out. Using proper risk management, rotating accounts around, that kind of stuff. It's really, a lot of times it just becomes that paralysis by over-analysis. And if you have too much stuff, for me personally, it's like I can't handle it. It just becomes too much. I said if I left on my 2 funded because I'll just BS did today, Yako. Yeah, I had a rough day today too. Lost 20K out of my pro account. That's no fun. Got 11,000. I've been debating whether or not just to take the payout, because I've been trading that account like a madman. Got on the leaderboard. That was a goal once again. Just, you know, the kind of flex on My Funded Futures TV, to be honest with you. And then ended up getting in my head once again and having the account up to 30K, and then ended up losing some out of it. And this is the second time in a month that I've had an account up to 30K. So it's essentially like $60,000 that I've thrown away on the as far as payouts. So how much can you withdraw from a pro? 100K lifetime payouts with My Funded Futures, but you can actually do it with the pro account. You can build it up to $100,000 and request it. So pretty awesome. And it's a lifetime thing. Right now, I actually looked last night. I think I'm at like 40,000, right around there in My Funded Futures, something like that. So kind of dumb. That's for lifetime payouts. And I've been trading them for a long time. I used to close your ears, but I used to earn and burn those accounts. I don't know if you guys remember this. I think it was the starter accounts, My Funded Futures. I used to earn and burn the crap out of those. All you had to do is make $1,000, I think, if I remember. No, $1,200. So you make $1,200 on the. This is back maybe a year and a half ago. My Funded Futures used to have an account called the starter, and you only had to make $1,200 on the account, and you could withdraw $1,000. So I would just do that over and over and over again. And I got so scared that they were going to ban me that I stopped doing it, because I didn't want to get banned from the prop firm. And in hindsight, it was probably a good thing, because now I work for them. Isn't that funny? If you blow a live My Funded Futures, can you still trade with them? Yes, but you do go through a cooldown period, and it's up to their discretion. So yeah, they don't automatically ban you, Jordan. I'm actually still under probation with Trade Day right now. Trade Day, Pine with a capital P. I still think they're great. Daily payouts accounts, I think they're great. But I blew that. I ended up going in live with Trade Day with 6K. I ended up making like $14,000 to $15,000 in like 2 months with just Trade Day recently. And then I ended up blowing my account, and I went complete degenerate. So I had 6K drawdown, and I went complete degenerate, and I was just going in max contracts. And over the course of like 3 days, I ended up blowing the account after I had made a nice withdrawal out of them. But it was still stupid. I was doing so well too. I was just taking base hits every day. And then at the end of the week, I would end up taking my payout. And every Thursday night, actually, I would take a payout every Thursday night. And then one day, like one Monday, I just went completely degenerate and kind of went tilty, and ended up just full porting the account. And then I was only trading YM, and then I ended up buying the data for NQ, and then I knew it was over after that. So I only traded YM with my Trade Day, and then as soon as I bought the data with NQ, I knew I was on tilt, because I was trying to make money back. And I was like, yeah, it's over. It's over. Can I withdraw 30K right now, starting to prop over? 30 is not about it. Yeah, OMH in 14 days. So in 14 calendar days, which I had, have about, I don't even know how many days I got left, but so it's 14 calendar days you can withdraw every 14 calendar days, which is nice because you don't actually have to have 14 traded days. So theoretically, OMH, you could have a My Funded Future Pro account, pass it, and then activate it, and then on day one, which I have done a few times, make $6,000. Say you make, let's just say you make $7,100. Let's just say on day one, you can withdraw. You don't even have to trade the account again. You don't have to trade the account again. The only thing you have to do is flip the account to make sure the account is active, because there's an inactivity rule where, like, I don't know if it's 5 days or but you don't even have to trade the account. You can just wait 14 days, flip it, say like you traded it today on and then maybe next Monday you flip the account. So just, you know, trade a micro or something, just kind of flip it, and then wait till day 14 and then take out $5,000 or however you want. It's a minimum of 1,000 up to 100,000, depending on where you are with your lifetime payouts. So the pro account, there's really no account, and I'm not just saying this, there's really no account like it. They are a little expensive for a reason too. Like someone was like, well, yeah, a little expensive. Yeah, for a reason, because there's literally like no other account. They so many of the other props and different accounts, they limit you. Now, like even My Fund of Futures will limit you with like a Rapid account. $10,000 a day for a payout on the Rapid, they'll stop you. Take Profit Traders, same thing. 10,000 a day. With the Pro, you could run it up to $80,000 today if you wanted to, or if you could, 100,000 if you wanted to. Like, it's just nuts. It's really crazy the amount of. It really feels like a live, like personal account where there's no restriction on how much you can potentially make. Now, it's not easy, but yeah, it's just really no restriction. And they give you the max contract, so you have a 50K account, you go and rate with 5 minis if you choose. They don't scale it or anything, so it's a wild account. Are you live with Lucid? No, I'm not live with Lucid. Can I explain Lucid Live, Peachy Futures? I can look real quick. I am not live with Lucid. I've never been live with Lucid. Thought maybe I would probably be live with Lucid once, because I ended up taking one account with like 4 or 5 payouts. Can't remember which one it was. Yeah, it was. So if you look at my payouts here with Lucid, this direct 3 here that I have, I ended up taking 3,000 and then 3,000 again, and then 3,000 again, and then 3,000, 3,500. I thought I was going to end up moving to live with them on that, but then I ended up just blowing it, and then I didn't trade with them until recently. Ended up just getting a payout on them in June. So I went from April to June with Lucid. But currently working on some more accounts with them now. Ooh, look at this little pump here. Oh yeah, so what was I looking at? Lucid Live. Sorry, I get very distracted. I started looking at it's like the shiny object. I'm like, ooh, what's going on here? Let's see. Frequently asked questions. Lucid Live. So after receiving 5 payouts, they consider moving you to live, or after you've made a lot of capital lifetime. So like we just saw someone on YouTube that made like a crap ton, like what was it, $180,000? Not on YouTube, but on Twitter, and then it got moved to live. So the nice thing is they will move you with 5 accounts. So 1 live account per eligible account. Now, the trick is, like, if you have 5 accounts, to get payouts on all 5 accounts, so make sure you have at least a few payouts on each account. So that way, when they move you to live, they're going to move you to live with all 5. So it's a lot like Take Profit Trader in that way. So I do know that. And then you see right here, the starting drawdown on the 50K is 2,000. So they move you in with you basically move you in with your balance, your drawdown balance per account. And then you get the live bonuses too. So if you hit on a 50K account, if you hit the 2,100, then you get a live bonus of 2,000, which is sweet. And then if you blow the account, then you have a cooldown period of 2 weeks. And then if you're a trader that's consistently blowing accounts, live accounts, recklessly or YOLO behavior, then they'll ban you. But the reason why people, what they do is they YOLO the accounts to get the live bonus. So they'll do this just to get the live bonus. So they'll just send it full port. So I mean, that's not, I know it's probably not the best explanation, but that's just a little bit. I hadn't really looked at it before Peachy Future because I haven't been live. Once I go live with someone, and it's like, yeah. One contract for every 2,000 balance. Yeah, so you're able to trade a new another contract when you have a 2,000 plus 2,000. Like my funded futures, like if you have a or Lucid, like a Lucid Flex 25K, they have a scaling rule where you start with one mini, but then once you close the day above 1,000, then you can trade another mini. So you can trade 2 minis. TJP in the house. What's up? Jonathan, what's going on? How many pro accounts can you get with a discount? I think it's unlimited. Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. Code Pine. Are you giving away accounts tonight, Dad? No, I got no accounts. Sorry. 2.9. Oh, wow. Earthquake recorded in Lake Michigan? Interesting. Just got a Lucid Flex. Code Pine. Yeah, so speaking of Lucid Flex, what's up, Tyler? Speaking of Lucid Flex, they do have that pro account on sale. I still think the Lucid Flex, I wanted to show you guys something real quick. I was thinking about this today. The Lucid Flex, I think, is the best account in Lucid. Let me see here. So here's the reason why I think the Lucid Flex is the best account. And Lucid Pro is sweet because you can pass in one day. Because I hate doing evals, so I like to either just get them done and over with. But here's the Lucid Flex payouts. Okay, so let's just say a 150K. So you have a 150K account. For instance, you start with what is it, 40 let's see, you start with $4,500 in drawdown. So you have $4,500 in drawdown with Lucid, right? The Lucid Flex 150K. Once you get funded, there's no consistency rule. You only have to make 5 days of $250 or more. Now, I know how hard can it be, right? Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's like easy, but $250, right? But you have $4,500 in drawdown. You can withdraw $500. That's the minimum. I mean, that's the minimum, right? You can withdraw $500 or 50% up to $3,000, right? But to get a payout, just a minimum payout, you know, not too bad. Like you have $4,500 of drawdown. You only have to make 5 days of $250 or more. I mean, that's pretty sweet. The 150K flex. So you could essentially, on the very first trade, get up over the buffer, especially using a mini or two. Get up, not even a buffer. You don't even need a buffer, but get it over the payout threshold, and then just flip. Try to get your 250 a day, 250 a day, 250 a day for the next few days, having all that drawdown. So you have $4,500 in drawdown. So anyways, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, that's actually a really good plan. That's a pretty, that's a little bit of an advantage. I'm telling you right now, I hope not. I hope Lucid's not listening right now. I think these plans right here are not going to last forever, because that is a little bit of a payout hack, to be honest with you. And not financial advice or anything, but what's up, JLD54 in the house, Kingdom? What's the lifetime payout? So the lifetime payouts is how many payouts you've gotten with my funded futures total. So they cap you. You can't be a sim burner forever. There's a lot of people that are just sim burners, and they just make money earning and burning accounts. So just using the math, and my funded futures does put the cap on it. Says, yeah, you can do it to us up until $100,000, and then we're gonna stop you. We're either gonna move you to live account, or you're just gonna have to trade somewhere else. So yeah. Oh, where am I at? I wish I had a 25K Pro. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet to pass 25K Pro in one day. There's a reason why there's not many 25K Pro accounts or 25K accounts in general that you can pass in one day. There's a reason for it, because it's much easier to get over that to pass them. Let's just be honest. Back in a long time ago, there used to be a prop firm that had 25K accounts that was essentially a 1-to-1. So it was $1,500. I think it was $1,500 profit target, $1,500 drawdown, and they were pretty cheap. So they were pretty cheap. Your total investment on 2 accounts would probably be right around $50. And let's just say it was a guarantee to pass one. I'll just say that. It was a guarantee pass. And there's not many of those right now. Have you ever been Pro Plus with TPT? Yeah. None right now. No lives. What's between funded and live? So when I say funded accounts, it's still what they call sim funded accounts. And then live accounts is that you're actually on the order books. So we're just chopping, guys. It's good conversation we're having. But yeah, it's the funded accounts are just sim funded, so it's still in the simulated market. And when you go live, when I place an order, so let's just say I go like down here and I place an order, that would actually go on the books. This is a simulated account, so it doesn't go on the books. So like my funded futures, you'd actually trade with a broker called Blue Row Capital. With all the other firms, like if you're trading with Trade-Evate, then you actually go with Trade-Evate broker. So when I went live with Trade Day, I went into Trade-Evate brokerage basically, or whoever they use. But yeah, it's like paperwork through Trade-Evate, and yeah, then you got to pay professional data fees, all that good stuff. It's not a bad thing. It's where it's all headed. That's where we're all headed. We're all going to be in live accounts eventually. If you stay consistent enough to start pulling out consistent payouts, you'll go live. Yes, exactly, Kelly Kaufman. Exactly. Yeah, all your accounts go live, so you can't have one with Lucid. You can't have one with you can't have one in Sim and then have some in live accounts. So it's all or nothing in the live account. So if you want to try to use that leverage with 5 accounts, I suggest you just try to copy trade them and then get payouts on all 5, or at least rotate the accounts so that way you're getting payouts on all 5 accounts. That way, if they do decide to move you in the live account, that you have 5 accounts. It's just something to keep in the back of your mind if that's what you want to do. Because if you have just one account, which is fine, and you're going live with one account, the advantage where Lucid and Take Profit Trader has is if you go to live, you can have those 5 accounts, and you can multiply you can leverage your accounts by ×5. So it's a pretty good advantage to have, especially if you start to trade smaller. If you're in 2 or 3 micros, you make $100 on the trade, ×5 accounts, that's $500, you know. So, and on the live accounts, it's essentially daily payout accounts still, so you can take payouts I think on the daily with most of these props. Palm Tree Trader in the house. Jesus, what's going on? O'Dane Lifestyle. What's happening? How much is the 150K flex? How much is the 150K flex right now? It is. Tell you in just a second. Probably not the cheapest because it's a 150K, but it seems like a pretty sweet account. Using code PINE, it is $294. 30% off using code PINE. So yeah, not the cheapest, but one payout pays for that. To essentially do it on one trade. Kind of flip, kick what I call kicking the can. That's what I did with that first batch of Lucid accounts that I had. I don't know if it still shows it, but I just did it with the 25K. Yeah, I erased them. I erased them off my dashboard. But that's so what I did with the 25K. Lucids was the flex was I made 2,000 and I didn't copy trade them. So I had 4 accounts and I traded each account separately on day one and ended up making $2,000 on day one on each account on the funded. And then I just made $100 a day for 4 more days. So I just made $100, $100, $100, $100, and then I took out $4,000. So that's the advantage of those flex accounts. And Terry Trades just did the same thing, basically on 5 25K flex accounts. Had a great start on the accounts, and then end up just locking in her $100. She talked about it, so. But yeah, Rage GT's on day 5 with 25K Lucid flex. Let's go. 25K loose Apex flat. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure, O'Dane. On the I have the 250K. Smash the like button. Fo says, just watching the market chop here. I think I'm doing good, just staying out of it at the moment. Caught a beautiful trade off that combo. HVAC Tech, yeah, I mean, we just took one live. So if you rewind the stream, we took the combo trade live, which you said you just watched the video. I just took it live right here. Boom, off this 2-minute combo. All this other crap, I can't explain what I was trying to do here, but on this strategy, we just took it. So inside outside bar maybe on 2-minute. Let me take a look at the NQ here. Yeah, it was. So NQ is showing a little bit different than the MNQ. So I'm watching MNQ right here because I was trading in micros, but yeah, definitely showing. It's just chop city again. No surprise. I mean, look at this. This is right on top of this range from this afternoon. So for some reason, right around this 29,400. I would say 380s to 420s. Right here, 380s to 420s in this area, right around 29,400, be right in the middle. It's just been chop zone. So we really need the break. I would love to see us just break out of this completely, out of this chop. And what sucks is like sometimes the market will just put in a choppy action. You can see on the hourly, if I draw this box. So if I draw a box here, this is on the hourly chart. You can see we're kind of just stuck in a little bit of a range, and then we get down below it and we pop right back in. So it's right now we're just kind of like in this range. It's a giant range. That was one of the things that I was thinking about today. when the market opens, like the New York market, I was like, look at the size of the range. It's like 600, 700 points. I definitely like that. I like that. What is these candles? I don't know. It's just absolute garbage right now. It's kind of going back to the same thing as last night. It's like as soon as Tokyo opens, boom, there's some nice opportunities. But before that, it's like, ugh. Kind of can catch some good stuff once the Globex opens. You can catch some nice little moves like we did. And then it starts to go into the chop fest. But we get the top of the hour here in it's about 7 minutes. Did you take 50-50 payouts below 4,000 daily, or did you build buffer above 4,000? No, so trade day I had 3. So I had, before they changed the plans, I had 3. And I did that just using the combos. No, guys, yeah, no, if you watch me trade, I don't just trade combo trades. Now I probably should, but no, I'm not like set in stone. Like, oh, this is the only thing I trade. I probably should explain that in my videos better. So next strategy video, I'll explain a little bit better. But yeah, I don't only just trade every single combo trade I see. I don't even trade every one that I see. It's just a nice foundation sometimes to take. But yeah, I just trade bull flags, bear flags, overall price action, looking for gaps, things like that too. But then sometimes, like I said before, is like it's I kind of wish that I only took them sometimes because it would keep me out of trouble. But yeah. Anyways, going back to trade days, the way I had the trade date accounts, I had three accounts. They were the 50K accounts. They were over the buffer, so $2,100 over the buffer, and then I would just look for $250 a day. Yeah, so $250 a day. So I would look for a 13-point, 12-point scalp, and so I would look for $250. And then I'd copy trade each one of those accounts. So it was right around $600 every day in my pocket, like after commissions. It was right around $550 to $600 every day. And so I do that. I was doing that over and over and over and over again. And then once I did that like 10 days in a row, 11 days in a row, they moved me in the live. And then so the live account, I went to more of a systematic trading with the YM. Trading that first YM bar that I talked about, the first 5-minute YM bar. So I was trading that only, and I was getting some nice payouts with it. Every week, I just pay myself every week. Trying to make $200-300 a day. And then one day I just kind of went off the rails and went tilt. Blew it, but yeah. Straight coding, flatline, yeah, just bar coding, just nasty. Really, so here's a few tips. Okay, guys, here's a few tips with the combo trades. So this is just stuff that I've been observing. So if you've been studying it and watching it and trading them, there's a few things that I've observed lately. One, you gotta have some nice volume, so which is pretty hard to determine, like where the volume's at. Maybe you could look at ATR or something like that, average true range, but you got to have some nice volume. You got to recognize that we're in chop. Maybe you can see the candle sizes getting really small, where it's just choppy. This is another thing that I observed. If you're in a trade, a combo type trade, and it puts in a harami, this reversal candle, I've been liking getting out of it once it starts to break that. So for instance, and I've noticed this last night when I was trading on stream, that I probably should get out because I knew I was wrong about the trade. So for instance, on this combo trade right here, You have an outside, an inside, outside, and an inside. So you have an outside here, and this is just from observation, but the market kind of slowed down a bit, and you had a break to the upside, triggering a long on this combo trade, right? Now stop goes normally below that candle's low. So this inside bar low. And what I'm usually targeting is on the outside inside bar is I'm usually targeting at least the opposite side of that candle. So I want to see at least break this outside candle right here. So I want to see it take out the high of this candle, break above this, and then I'm going to start looking for take profit up in here, up in this zone. Unless this candle's massive, and then I'm looking, you know, and then I can scalp 20, 30 points or whatever. I don't really give myself a target. It's just, that's what I like to look for. But if it pulls in and puts in a purple Harami candle like this, this is a reversal where the body opens and closes in the body of that previous candle. Really, I should just get out of the trade. That's what I really should do, is just get out. Now, it can still pay off, but I've seen it come down and put in a candle like this on the 2-minute and just reverse the whole group, the whole combo. Now, in this case, if you would have got out, you would have missed out, because you can see the combo actually popped. You never took out your stop, and it took off. And if you got in, you got a whopping 34 ticks. Because there's no volume, but you know what I'm saying? It still popped, but yeah. So this is kind of what I've been looking for. So instead of like waiting for my stop to get hit, what I'm going to try to practice, especially when I'm trading with size, because there's a lot of risk I throw on the table, is I'm going to look for it to pull back. If it starts to break this candle here, puts in a Harami and then breaks it, I'm out. And I was actually looking at a few examples today while I was sitting around, where this actually could be a good flip to switch. So you could actually flip it and then put a stop above and then target down below those candles, because not every combo trade is going to work. So if you see in a reversal setup, you going, oh, okay, maybe I can flip the switch and reverse it. So let's see if I can find a quick example. So this is more of I know we're just kind of like talking in hindsights and more educational, and some of you guys might not be interested at all in this, but this is more like for me to kind of, because this is stuff that I didn't learn from anyone. This is just stuff that I observed just by staring at the charts for tens of thousands of hours, streaming and trading and everything else. So let me see if I find an example of it reversing on it. Like, look at this chop fest. Ba, 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 ba. So here's a combo trade here. This one worked pretty well. I'm just looking for one that actually got reversed with a Harami. I noticed it last night and I was like, ooh, I'm like, that's the spot where I should get out instead of taking the full hit. They don't come very often, so let's see. So basically the whole theory is that it broke above, it trapped, and then it's just pulling back, and it's going to take out the opposite side. Let me throw on the 5-minute chart here just so I'm observing here. We actually have a combo trade on the 5-minute chart, breaking to the upside. I might actually try that. All right, I'm in long here. Stop's going to be at 402. I just noticed we have a little bit of a combo trade on the 5-minute. So I'm just gonna try it here. Entries are at 425, 426, and stop's gonna be at the low. I mean, I don't really have high hopes for this. The volume just sucks, but you know, you never know. It might just decide it wants to break up through that 450s. So anyways, let me go back to looking at the chart here. Now I can't find one. All right, here's a prime example right here, I guess. So you have an outside inside bar combo, and then it broke to the downside off the inside bar. Your stop would normally go up in here, so you would have went short here. So you actually would have shorted here. So you went short, and then it immediately reversed, put in this reversal candle. So in hindsight, like now, like if I see this, what I'm probably going to try to do is just get out, especially when it's the next candle. It's just get out here instead of getting out up in here at 317. I'm going to save myself 10 points, which is 200 bucks with one mini. And then I don't know if I've decided like I want to reverse it and try to take out the opposite high or not, but that would actually get you 10 points. So you would have lost 79. Yeah, you would have lost 8 points, and then you would have flipped the switch and made 10 points. So you'd actually got your money back. I don't know. It's just something that I've been watching. Anyways, let's get back to the chart here. We are up currently right around a whopping few points here. 5 points, so almost 10 points here on this trade. This is based off the 5 minute combo trade. So outside inside bar combo. Don't really know what I'm targeting here. I'd love to target the high. Little intraday swing trade here. I think maybe 459 might get run. I don't know. It's just very, very choppy here. It's trying to break out of this consolidation, but oh, thank you, Trade Emoji. Yeah, you called it out. So yeah, I wasn't paying attention. You rich foe? Yeah. Does Lucid DLL still have does Lucid still have DLL on Funded Pro? I don't think so. Can anyone confirm that? I don't, with the current code, I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's gone, but can someone confirm that? I think it's, which is sweet. That I hate DLLs. Oh god, do I hate them, especially with evals. I hate daily loss limits. I just hate it. I know, but like funded accounts, yeah, I mean it's a good thing sometimes, but on evals, it's like, please let me do my thing. Just let me pass or smash them if I want, okay? What's up, Pawn in the house? Let me ask for you. I'll find out for sure. I'll get it right from the horse's mouth here. Woo! Here we go. Let's go. There's 15 points, guys. Combo trade, 5 minute. Let's take it off a little bit. Maybe run the high. Maybe add here. No, I'm gonna take off a little bit. Let's lock in a little bit. Took off 2 here. Stop at break even. 5 minute combo trade. Beautiful. Now, combo trades on the 5 minute do not come very often. So when they come, they're very powerful. There's the high. Sweeping that high. Filling that, headed for that gap. Just filled that gap here. Breaking out of that range. Do I get crazy and try to add into this? There's a bingo bango trade. Bingo bango. Let's go. Bingo bango in the chat. This is my new kabooshed and kaboomed. This is what I'm coining. Bingo bango. I said that live on My Fun and Futures TV once, and they made a short about it. I was like, what? I didn't even know where that came from. Bingo bango. Oh, shoot. Logos trading. Yeah. What are your rules since you seem to trade discretionary? Also, so, yeah. So here's my rules that I try to go by. Now, right now, I'll be fully honest with you, logos is that I've been trading I've been on tilt for 2 weeks. I'm even on winner's tilt. I've been over trading. I've been trading like garbage, in my opinion, or just over trading. Not trading like garbage, but just over trading. Really just, yeah, it's just been nuts. So the best thing that I can do, the best streak I've ever had really came from setting a daily loss limit. Now, when I used to trade on Project X on funded accounts, so when I just talked crap about daily loss limits on I took profit here at 450. Now, I used to set a daily loss limit on the funded account, and that's the only thing that really kept me in check. And what I would do is I'd lock it every day. So I had some Buell-Knox accounts over the buffer on Project X, and my goal on those accounts was to make $400 or $500 a day. That was my goal. So I was copy trading some accounts. I ended up getting 4 consecutive payouts on some Buell-Knox accounts. And all I would try to do is try to make $400 to $500 a day, but I would set a daily loss limit of $600, and I would lock it. So every single trading session, I would go $600 and I would lock it. And so I couldn't change it. So no matter what I did, no matter if I went on tilt or not, it was impossible for me to change. And that's the only thing that really kept me keeping my rules in check. Because I can go in and I can say, I'm only going to trade 3 lots. If I have 3 stops in a row, then I'm going to quit. Yeah, I'm probably not going to quit. I'm going to end up pushing the button again. I could say, well, in my mind, I can say, well, if I lose $300 or $1,000 today, I'm going to stop trading. No, I'm probably going to try to trade that and try to get that $1,000 back. I mean, this is just reality. People talk about journaling and writing down their rules and stuff. I'm just not as, I guess it's in my nature. I can't, I'm just not going to do that. So having those guardian angels and hard stops. Now you can go in, I think you can go in Trade-Evade. Let's see. Am I gonna dox myself here? Let me just do this. All right. Yeah, so you can go in, like, say you go in and you can set a daily loss limit and save it. And then with some props, you can lock it out. And you notice, like, on these accounts, you can't. So you have the daily loss limit, and on some props with Trade-Evade, you set the daily loss limit and then you can lock that. And I just noticed, like, with this account, you can't do that with Take Profit Trader. So with certain props you can, but that's the only thing that really. And now you can get like third-party things like I don't even know. I think it's called like Guardian Angel or something. Nutty Bar used to use it with Ninja Trader, and now it'll keep you from blowing up your accounts, things like that. And it's not a bad way to trade. Actually, I should get back to doing that, where you set that daily loss limit, and then knowing that, and then set a daily profit trigger, a goal, and just kind of trying to base hit it, like trying to make you $300-400, $500. If you hit it, great. If your daily loss limit hits first of $500-600, great, fine. Come back the next day, maybe you make get that $400 or $500 or $600 the next day, and then you won't even think about that you just lost it. And then the next day you might make another $500-600. Now you're up $600, and you're not really thinking about that daily loss limit. Now the thing about the daily loss limits that I don't like that are built in with a lot of the props is that they're like $1,200, like $1,000 to like $1,300 on a $2,000 drawdown account. You hit that on day one, especially on a consistency rule account, and then you're trying to dig yourself out of the hole, and then you only can make like $500-600 to get to for consistency, and then you got to trade it for a few more days, and then practically your account, if you hit $1,300 on a single trade or whatever on a daily loss limit on a $2,000 account, that hurts. I mean, that to me, like, that account is essentially like cooked. You can dig yourself out if you trade small enough, but if you're trading with any size of minis, you essentially cook yourself. So that, anyways, that was a long-winded answer for as far as rules go. But yeah, as far as like trying to like have rules for myself, I can talk about it until I'm blue in the face. I can talk myself up before I start trading. I can talk about it with my trading buddy. I can have my trading buddy tell me to stop trading, and I still won't stop trading. So there's nothing that will stop me trading unless I have a hard daily loss limit set on the platform that literally locks me out from trading. That's just me being honest. So, and I just being honest with myself too. I know that's what happens. So anyways, yeah, that was a long-winded answer. Made it to the hotel. Let's go. Beach tomorrow, dawn. Nice. Alfred in the house. What's going on, Alfred? Man, I held in that chop and then got out and it pops. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Yeah, for saying. Investors, what's going on? Bingo Bango. Great. Now I have to change my name to that. I am Bruce Lace. Yeah. Let's go. Bingo Bango. Bingo Bango, if you took that trade, 5-minute combo trade, took the long right here at the break of this outside candle high. So we put in an inside bar, an outside bar. We broke it, and stop went down below, and nice trade out of it. $30 points off that pop for max profit. Obviously, we didn't take max profit, but we took some off right around 15 points. Took some more off right around 20 points. And normally, like, when the market is a little bit better, when you kind of get a good feel for it, what I would normally do is get in this. So like on the pro, I'd be getting in this with a mini, at least one mini, and then trying to add on to it if there's like a lot of momentum. And when there's a momentum, it's just like you can just feel it. You can just watch how fast it's kind of, they call it like tape reading or whatever, but you can just see how like fast it's moving up off like a rocket ship, and you're just like, oh yeah, we're just like cranking. And you can just hop in more contracts and ride it out. The beauty of these platforms now with Project X, Trade Evade, Ninja Trader, Quant Hour, doesn't really matter what you're trading, but like the beauty of it is the speed. It's just like clicking the buttons in and out, and it's so fast. So you don't have to like manually place orders or write in orders anymore, and it's just you can really use that to your advantage. Thank you, Greg. Michelle in the house. Mine the Dave in the house. Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah. Eagle Eyes, that's you too. Yeah. How you guys doing tonight? You guys doing all right? We're getting a little bit of a pullback here. 29,436. So pull back off the highs. We swept the highs. We filled that 2-minute inefficiency up in here. And then we pulled back. Pulling right back into the middle of the range. Shocker. Same thing. One of the best trades I took today, which is not my typical trade, is this candle right here. We actually popped up and I just went short. I just like, we were just put in this range where we just kept chopping the range. We popped up and I just went short. That was one of the better trades that I took today. Look at this rug pull here off the highs. This almost feels like news. Caught all kinds of people trying to chase that long there. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate the support. Thank you for being here tonight. Taking some few nice trades. The ones that I was patient enough to wait for. If I have a stream during, yeah, just hit that notification bell. Every once in a while, B. James, I'll just hop on, depending on. I might do a little more next week. I'm doing some traveling over the weekend, so who knows? Sometimes I'll hop on in the mornings too, but yeah, hit that notification bell. And I usually always say it in the Discord too, so I don't really plan it out. But what I'll do is I'll just tag everyone in the Discord. So here's the Discord link if anyone wants to join the Discord. I usually just do the add everyone, and I'm like, I'm live. What's up, Ethan in the house? World Series of Poker coverage now includes an AI model that detects when players are likely bluffing and based on facial movements, posture, and blink rate. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I used to play a lot of online poker. Did anyone else play, do a lot of online poker? I used to play on Full Tilt. You guys remember Full Tilt poker? And then one day I woke up and there was a big FBI symbol. Missed the short, fooling around, grilling, trading. Yeah. You played on Party Poker? Yeah, I played on Party Poker before. Yeah, I used to play on Full Tilt Poker. It was fun. I used to like playing those tournaments. You know, you get in on a tournament for like $10, $15, and then see where you can do what you can do. That was a lot of fun. All right, pulling back here, 29,410. What's gold up to? We haven't looked at gold in a while. Ooh, gold is just dead lately during the Globex. It is just dead. Gold's over. Remember, like the volatility of gold during Globex? It was nuts. Now it's just dead. All right, we're making new lows here. We swept the high, 457, and then coming down, making new lows now, 29,398. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Let's take a look at the news, or the what we got coming up this week. So today we have had the FOMC meeting minutes, which barely did anything. Tomorrow we got unemployment claims in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then Friday, we just have Canadian and unemployment change. So just unemployment, employment, things like that. Now, we do have all kinds of things with the war. So like Trump talk, Trump tweets. That's the main thing to watch out for, right? That's the main thing we got to pay attention to. The tricky thing is that what I've noticed is that you kind of just got to have kind of get a good feel of what the market's doing, kind of get some probe trades in and feel it out, and then before you drop the hammer. That's not financial advice, but that's what I've been trying to do lately. Kind of get some probe trades, get a little confidence built, and like get a feel for what's going on in each session, because it's been a lot of choppy stuff. I mean, you can see, like, look at this, just wick, porcupines, the 5-minute chart, just back and forth, wicking, back and forth, just nasty. So just try to stay patient. You you know, we can't really blame the market every time. We just, you know, sometimes we just got to blame ourselves and say, you know, it's not really the market. Maybe I just shouldn't have been trading because it's not, the market's not conducive to what I like to trade, or my setups are not really working right now. I'm just going to sit out the rest of the session and come back tomorrow or the next day and wait for the market conditions to be better. That's another thing that I'm trying to learn, especially with the pro account, is that the beauty about the pro account is where most prop firms, most prop accounts, you have to get a day's traded in. So no matter what, I always try to get those days traded in, especially like Lucid. Like I was trading on the holiday to try to make my $100 on the 4th of July. It's like, oh yeah, I'll lock in my $100 on that Friday, because you have to get those days traded. Now the pro account with My Funded Futures, you don't have to trade it every day. You don't. And you'll see like some of some good traders that will just be like, no, it's like I take like 2-3 trades out of the pro account a week or something like that, you know, where I've made hundreds of trades. But yeah, just waiting for those best setups and then taking them and being a little patient. And sometimes they just don't come. You know, you take a trade like this, for instance. Now, obviously in hindsight, we didn't know if it was going to work, right? Because we never know if it's going to work. We just throw on our risk and see what happens. Pretty nice 30-point trade. You know, you catch that with a little momentum. You hop in 1, 2, 3 minis. Get out once it filled that gap and say, yep, okay, that's it. That's all I need to do. You know, that could be like a weekly paycheck just on that one trade. So a lot of it's just like trying to be patient and wait for your best setups. And I'm just talking to myself too. Like I need to be more patient too. But yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, what about silver? Anyone trading and anymore? Yeah, it was the flavor of the month. Silver. Yeah, I haven't been seeing much silver trading lately. Yeah, exactly. TJP, you don't like the inside bar on the 5-minute. So yeah, so I just kind of got away from trading that. I just looking for these combos on the 5. Yep. Just kind of like evolving, you know, B James, just trying to evolve my trading strategy, just because so often. Yeah, does the inside bar in a 5-minute work? Yeah, absolutely it does, especially when you sweep a high or a low and then put in an inside bar. So it can act as a complete reversal. So yeah, I do like it. But so oftentimes where, you know, if you would have took this inside bar down here, you would have got stopped out because it swept. And then, so I just been looking for these combos. And then what happens, I would have took the short here and then, so yeah, when I go back to look at the inside bars now, maybe I should look at certain things, just like the 5-minute Harami. The 5-minute Harami, how I like to trade it is basically looking at reversals. So when it makes a new high or a low, like literally makes a new high or a low, puts in a reversal Harami on the 5-minute. I have a video in my long forms called one trade a day, and it's basically just looking for the sweep of the high or a low, putting in this hammer Harami candle. So it's just like a hammer candle where the body opens and closes within the body of that previous mother candle. And then you just take the long and the stop goes below, or you would take the short here. So you take the short here like that, and then the stop goes above. So very, very, very powerful setup there in New York. And sometimes it'll literally be the high and low of the day. So if you go back on the 5-minute chart and look at New York sessions or whatever session, maybe it's a London session, and you look at some of those Harami candles, they can very often be the low or high of the whole session. And that's when I discovered it. And I would just, I think I just called it a pin bar or whatever. And then someone in the chat says it was a Harami candle because the body opened and closed within the body of that previous candle. And then so back when I very first started streaming, I would look for this pattern, and I would see that, and I'd be like, oh, okay, we made a new low, and then we put in this Harami. And then someone in the chat made the indicator called Ed of the Woods Harami. The guy's name's Ed of the Woods, who comes in the chat every once in a while. And he put in this, he made this indicator for Trade-of-8 for all of us to use. And it's kind of a cool tool. because it's essentially a reversal pattern, and it just kind of highlights the reversal. So yeah, just kind of evolving my strategies, still using the basic concepts, but just evolving a little bit. If that makes sense. How's the pro count? Yeah, I lost 20 grand out of it today. So yeah, not great. It's right around $11,000 the pro. So yeah, off the leaderboard. Terry is beating me. She's probably still on that leaderboard. Congratulations, Terry. I know she made some more money on it, so she should be right up there. Just crushing it. I mean, we did a poll on My Funded Futures that says like who you wouldn't want to go against in a competition. It was at the time it was me, Tom, Myth, and Terry. It's like, who wouldn't you want to go against in the competition? I'm like, Terry. like full port Terry is crazy. Like, she can diamond hand 5 contracts and just sleep like a baby. I mean, it's just nuts. Yeah, she's very, that's like her skill. Like being able to hold on to those big winning trades. I think she told me like her best winning, or the biggest trade that she took on the pro was like $8,000 or $9,000. So that's a pretty nice trade on single trade. So yeah, Silver will be back. Close to really some bad situation with Silver running to. Yeah, oh yeah, you think Silver is gonna be back, getting wild again? I believe you. I think it could get kind of wild. Weekends at night are yeah. Bought at 408. Oh, nice. Good luck. Oh, really? Yeah. Pond knows a lot about silver because he deals with it. Think about loading up on some silver for a long-term port now. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's dropping. I noticed Bitcoin's been dropping. Bitcoin's been dropping. I don't really pay attention much, but yeah, right around 60,000 now. Down about 28% year to date. 42% in the last year. So yeah, Bitcoin has just been selling off. Ooh, here we go. Nice little pop here. No setup for me though. Besides the Harami, actually made a new low and it's popping off that Harami, but I'm gonna hold off on that. Nice little quick 8-pointer. Oh, nice. Hey, what's up, Bella in the house? What's going on? You want to see some serious big trades to go to Scrembo Trader. He's gotten Lucid Flex 150K up to 400K funded. Oh, yeah, that's kind of dumb, though, because you can't... Well, they're not going to move you to live with 400K. So if he did that on a pro account, that would be really good. Yeah, so, like, not financial advice, guys, but, yeah, don't... The pro account is one of the only accounts that you can write, like, boosts. Like, try to get that big P&Ls. If you try to run up those other accounts, it's really... You'll get payouts out of them over and over. It's like I was saying with the flex, like you can get payouts because you can just kick the can and get your 250 a day with the 150K, but like they're not going to move you in the live with that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I just took it off just below. She might push back up to the top here. Oh, nice. How are we all? Bella Kim's. Yeah, we're doing good. Not bad today. Taking some nice trades here on stream. Up a little bit, nothing crazy, but been staying super patient. Took a nice combo trade off the 5-minute chart here. So took the nice combo there, and then a nice combo trade off this 2-minute chart right in here. So yeah, some pretty nice trades tonight. So, and that's why I take profit. Yeah, pulling right back. Yeah, for sure. Kabooshed. Yeah, we had some bingo bango trades. That's my new trademark. Bingo bango. All right, I got 30 minutes for the old Tokyo Open, guys. Let's wait for another setup here. A little uneventful tonight. Nothing crazy. I'd almost prefer if we got a nice little Trump tweet or something to move this market, get it out of this range, right? Because this is that right back to the top of that range on the hourly where I drew that box. So we're right. Guess where we're right back. I can't speak. Right back in the middle here. Kind of chopping this 1 hour range. So between that that 250s up to 450, 200-point range, but dead set in the middle. Take a look at the daily here. I haven't taken a look at the daily in a while. Yeah, daily kind of chopping around here. Up near all-time highs. We're not that far, considering the way NASDAQ can move. But yeah, the daily chart just kind of hanging out. The question is, do we expand to the upside or downside? That is going to be the question. But what do we got? About 60-point range tonight. I think we managed pretty well in the 60-point range so far. I'm starving. What am I going to eat tonight? I did pretty good today. I had oatmeal. I had a smoothie. What else did I do? I think I was pretty good today. Oatmeal and then a smoothie. That's about all I had. Maybe I need some grilled chicken, broccoli. That sounds good. Some grilled chicken and broccoli. That's what I want for dinner. All right, 29,438. The bear trap ripper, yeah. Trump's son's buying Bitcoin like crazy, I bet. Bingo bango healthy. Nice. Yeah, the bingo bango still healthy. How many pro accounts can you get? 5 or is it 1? I think it's 3 pro accounts. Code Pine, yeah, it'll get you. So my code will get you the deal every time. So yeah. Let me check real quick. I think it's 3 pros total. 3 pro funded. My funded futures. 5 rapids, I know that. I don't know why I can never seem to find it, like what exactly, how many accounts you can have. Shows 30%, is that right? Yo, look at that, breaking out of that high. Yes, that's right. Whatever the discount, my code will get you the max discount with all props. So whether it's Apex, Buellanox, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, my code will always get you the max discount. My funded futures, yep. Oh, you can have 5. You can have 5 pro accounts. Why am I thinking you can only have 3? So 1 builder account. Oh, 3 flex accounts. That's what I'm thinking. So you can have 5 pro accounts. 5. So this is total my funded futures funded. 5 pros, 5 rapids if you choose one or the other. You can have 2 rapids, 3 pros, whatever. And then you can have a total of 3 flex accounts, I believe, and then 1 builder account. So All right, Jesus, thank you so much. What's my strategy? Use inside, outside bars, 5-minute chart, 2-minute chart, bull flags, bear flags. I have videos on it. Honey, thank you for tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I actually have no subscribers on today, so that's why I'm seeing some new names. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Over 8,000 subs now, and then going for 10,000. So that's the next party, 10,000 subs. Hopefully we'll get there by the end of the year. That's the goal. Yeah. Strategy, don't just keep clicking the mouse. That's right. Tradeify select versus growth. Tradeify select versus growth. That's a good question. Well, I do like the growth accounts because you can pass them in one day. The select accounts and the... Now, which select are you looking for, Mark? Are you looking for... You think you're going to go for the daily payout ones or the flex? To me, I would probably go daily payout route if I'm getting the select accounts. Now I have 5 growth accounts right now in Tradeify because you can pass them in one day, which is pretty sweet. So I do like that. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think they're both pretty good. The thing I do like about the select accounts, the daily payout side of the Tradeifys, is that it's end of day drawdown, and it's a true end of day drawdown. Now they cap you at $1,000 per payout per account. Big deal. I mean, if you have 5 select accounts and you get $1,000 out of each account, that's $5,000 in a day. I mean, who's gonna complain about that? No one. Yeah, I guess it just kind of depends. I think ideally once you're funded, I'd like a select account. But to try to pass it in eval, you can only do it in 3 days. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. 40% consistency rule. It can be a pain in the butt. With a growth account, you can just pass it. Now, the growth account does have that daily loss limit too. So I'm going to say select. Final answer. Not financial advice. 10K incoming to Code Pine for the win. I love it. Code Pine for the win. Vector, what's going on? So, yeah, so first time watching. If you guys are just tuning in, here's some of the trades that I've taken today so far. So, I like to trade inside, outside bars. And what I've developed is, for my own sakes, is what I call combo trades. So, when we put in an outside and an inside bar, I like to take the breaks. So, I went long here. So we put in an outside candle here, and then we put in an inside candle, and then I took the break of the inside candle, and then stop goes down below here. Usually I place a stop below that inside here or here. Vice versa, and that's on a 2-minute chart. Vice versa, we took the trade here on the 5-minute chart. So we had an inside and then an outside, and I went long off the outside here, the break, and that was a nice 20, 30 pointer off that. So we went long here, went down below here, which happened to be the low. So it stopped down here, and then we took it up through there. So that's what I try to look for. And then I just trade bear flags and bull flags, things like that. Overall price action. Sometimes I chase price, to be honest with you, get myself into trouble. But yeah, that kind of stuff. Daily was a thought. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Code Pine, Tradeify, get you the best deal, best discount with Tradeify. I am working on 5. I have 5 Tradeify growth accounts that I'm working on funded. I hit $1,000 on day 1, hit daily loss limit on day 2. So not great. I really got to have a nice solid day today on the Tradeify growths to keep the accounts alive. That's the goal. Let's hit that. Yeah, have a nice day. So that's what I got going on my growth fundeds right now. I got 5 of those bad boys. The nice thing was when we had that volatility on the growth, I took a trade, had a nice, beautiful trade on the growth accounts, past the account on, it was like a dump. The market was selling off, I remember. And I ended up catching the dump. Let's just say it was like through here, catching the dump past the account, activated them because you can almost instantly activate them with Tradeify, Lucid, and My Funded Futures, which is sweet. And then I end up catching more of the dump and made the first day on day one made 1,000, which is the consistency rule. So hopefully to do it again. I need a better plan on those accounts. Just kind of base hit it, I think. Get some more Tradeify payouts. Unprofitable Wiz, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see you there. What's up? What's up? I see ya. What's happening? All right, 15 minutes here before the market goes to Tokyo. So the Asia session is starting to open up here in just about 15 minutes. $29,450s. Might set up a little combo trade. I don't know. I'm always hesitant. This is another little tip. I'm always hesitant taking these combo trades. If you're willing to accept the risk, fine. But just before a new hour, that can always just play some tricks on you. So I'm usually a little hesitant on those. But if you can catch a nice one, sometimes it'll go in your favor. But just always remember you got to accept your risk wherever your stop's going to be, which is above or below that little section. So do me a favor, smash that like button. Thanks for being here, guys. If you guys got any questions for me, feel free to throw it in the chat. Here's another little combo trade. Do we take it? Let's try it. Why not? For the stream. Nice. All right, we're long. 2 micros. Stop goes below 51. There's the pop already. There's 10 points. Take one off here. Quick 10 points there. Just for the Tokyo Open. Can we break up through that high? Come on. Run it. $88 is the high. There we go. This is the break. There's the sweep of the high. Let's take it off there. So nice 15-pointer. Could keep going. You never know. So another combo trade. Bingo bango, guys. Bingo bango. The last yellow candle, what was your bias? So I just take the break, whichever way it goes. So I don't pay attention to if it's bullish or bearish, or I just look for the break. So we have an outside bar, inside, and I look for the break. So in this case, it broke to the upside, and I go long. That's why I don't have my candles red or green. I just don't care. Whatever side it breaks, I go. Thanks, Coach Fred. I think they're going to launch this thing tonight. Yeah, maybe. Really challenging price action to come back from. 1K loss and a funded. That was that a payout, getting close to even. Oh, I hate that. Battling back, man. Yeah, that's so annoying. So the combo trades have been popping off tonight. Been working really well. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying yesterday. Someone came in and says, geez, I can't find any success trading the combo trades. They're not working. And I was trying to explain, like, yeah, they're not all going to work. and you really have to just kind of adjust your risk. So if you're trading a heavy size, and if this trade didn't work, then you're probably going to blow an account, because it's a pretty big stop, and the market volatility is even during Globex is up there. So if you hop in with 3 minis on something like that and it happens to stop you out, you're going to blow the account, and then you're not going to be able to trade the next one. So that is the key. And then certain nights nothing works. I mean, I've gone in and tried to trade this stuff, and nothing, whatever I throw at the wall and see what sticks, it just doesn't work, you know. And you're just gonna have those nights, and then you'll have some nights where everything works. So every setup that you take is just gonna work. It's just the way the market is. And the beauty with props, and if you can, is you either trade smaller size. If you only can have like one account, you trade a little bit smaller size. Try to hold on, count your points. That will help. Or rotate some accounts around. So if you have 4 or 5 accounts and you're not copy trading, you know, you take a few trades on one account, maybe move to the next one, and you know, maybe it doesn't work. The trade doesn't work on that next account, so you move around to the next account, kind of rotate them around a little bit. That's the beauty with some of the props, if you can. If you're trading one account, then obviously the way to rotate the account would just be trade a little small. Trade small, count your points, say, yeah, I just got 20 points on that trade. And if you get stopped out on the next trade, be like, yeah, I lost 15 points on that trade, that kind of stuff. Instead of trying to count your P&L, which we all do. We all pay attention to the money. But just little tips for some beginner traders. I don't know. Things that help me. Because like sometimes nights it's like nothing's gonna work. Tonight it's like every combo trade that we've been patient enough to take has worked beautiful. So this one worked well. Then we had the 5-minute one work really well, and then this one worked really well on the 2 minutes. So 2 and the 5s. Tony Gold, it's gonna be a great month. Thank you. Yes. 530 is good TP. Nice. Yeah, we could keep squeezing here. 10 minutes before Tokyo opens. Where are all the likes for Pine? Foe says, where are all the likes? How do I get the the indicator is right here on LDT inside outside bars. So you can find it in the community indicators. So you go to the community indicators down there. Click on that, type in inside, and you should be able to find it. Inside outside bars. Pine, other than TPT, what would be my top 3 firms? Top 3, that's pretty tough. I mean, I'm better off just like doing the top 5, really. You know, you really, you know, all the ones that I'm affiliated with, I truly believe in. That's the thing. It's like I get payouts with them all, and I'm not worried about it. So it's like all the ones I'm affiliated with, that's the one. So if you just look at the top there, I got if you eliminate Take Profit Trader, TPT, you know, Lucid, My Funded Futures, Apex, Tradeify, Top Dogs, Trade Day. I think they're great. Buellanox, I still love Buellanox. I think they're a little behind the 8 ball though. I think Buellanox has got to do something. My affiliates with Buellanox have gone from great to like nothing. Since they got rid of Project X, or they didn't get rid of them, they got rug pulled by Project X. They couldn't use them anymore. I wish they would have got some sort of platform like Tradeivate, and they haven't. I really don't understand it. They still pay out, so you request a payout with Buellanox, you get paid. So I still think they're great. But yeah, If you're looking for daily payout accounts other than Take Profit Trader, I would go with Trade Day, probably. I think they're better, some of the best as far as daily payout accounts. My Funded Futures Pro account, I think, is one of the best. Lucid Flex accounts, I think, are one of the best. Tradeify is kind of a mix of like everyone, which is weird. So isn't Lucid. But I like that Lucid just has that direct flex account where it's 50% to pass it, where Tradeify has that flex account that you have to trade it for 3 days. That's a little weird to me. But they do have that end of day drawdown select daily payout account. So with Tradeify, Apex for basically leveraging your accounts with multiple accounts, and then just trying to take those base hits and get paid with multiple accounts. That's what I did with Apex, you know, with 18 accounts, and end up getting those that $30,000-$40,000 payout, or close to 50, I think, time I said all said and done this year with them. So, and that was just with a few nice chunks. So, and it's just by taking multiple accounts and using them as leverage. So I think that's still goated. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But yeah. Yo, Jim Fluff. Let's go. Not Fluff. That's when it went downhill, but I love them too. Yeah. Tradeify had daily. Yeah. And their end of day accounts. The Tradeify has the only end of day true end of day accounts when it comes to a daily payout account, and daily payout accounts is not a big deal once you get over the buffer for intraday trailing. So like with Rapids or the My Funded Futures Rapid accounts, which is the thing about the My Funded Futures Rapid account that sets itself apart with daily payouts is that you can pass it and trade it in like 24 hours. So you can essentially work to getting a payout in 24 hours. So you can start it. So let's just say I start an account right now. So I start an account right now, and with a Rapid, I hit 50% consistency. The market opens up tomorrow night, and we're live here on stream on YouTube. I hit a 50% again on the Rapid. So we're within 24 hours. I can activate the account, get over the buffer. As soon as I activate the account, I could possibly get over the buffer. I've done this. Get over $2,100 and then get a daily payout. Once I'm over for $500 minimum on a Rapid. So you can literally do it in 24 hours, which is pretty cool. That's what's the Rapid. That's why it's called Rapid. So that is definitely an advantage, but it is intraday trailing. The Tradeify Select, you got to pass the account in 3 days, and on the 3rd day you can trade the account, have the end of day account, and then use the end of day drawdown as an advantage to try to get over the buffer on day 1, and using the end of day as an advantage. Because the reason why I say that is because this is what I've done on the no consistency rule accounts like the My Funded Futures Pro. Is when you have an end of day account, now I've said this quite a bit, but when you have an end of day trailing, end of day drawdown account, if you get a good start on the account on the day, you can use that to your advantage. So if you have $2,000 in drawdown, you start the day and you make $1,000 on the first trade, let's say, now you have $3,000 to work with. So use the $3,000 to work with, and maybe you make $500 on the next trade. So now you have $3,500 to work with. At the end of the day, it's going to reset back to 2,000 until you're over the buffer, and then it becomes static anyway. But so you kind of use that to your advantage, and then try to get over those buffers on day 1 if you choose. Now, obviously you're going to be trading super aggressively, but it is an advantage. End of day drawdown, trying to utilize the drawdown amount on day 1, especially when there's no consistency rule on the account. If you have consistency rules on the accounts, then it's a total different ball game. But that's why you see that's why you don't see day 1 pass, no consistency rules, and end of day drawdown on one account. Like, you don't see that because you just, it's too much of an advantage for us as traders to take advantage of that. So made a new high here, 29,502. So still going, kind of flagging out. Could be heading up to that 520s, 530s. Guys, I think I'm going to call it. I mean, this was a pretty good trading session. I feel really good about my trading tonight. We had some nice bingo bango trades. I got to be honest with you. I am starving and I want to go eat and relax. I was up all night trading. I will not be doing that tonight. I promise you guys I will not be. I'm going to take it easy tonight. I'm just going to Netflix and chill it. Get some good dinner in me and just take a shower and relax and get ready for tomorrow's stream on My Funded Futures TV. We're going to be doing a giveaway tomorrow on My Funded Futures TV. I think we're going to be doing a moose race on stream. So come join me over there in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to do some, it's going to be, well, I'll tell you guys, this is what I had an idea. So if you guys want to come over and join me, maybe I'll pick you. But here's my idea for My Funded Futures tomorrow on stream. I'm going to have, I said to them, I said, well, what I want to do is I want to pick someone in the chat to place a trade. So we're going to place a trade, someone in the chat. And then if the trade wins, then we're going to do a moose race. If it loses, then we might not do a moose race. So I want to put some pressure on someone in the chat. And I think it'll be fun just to try. So it might be fun, and we might do something like that on this stream too, if we have a volunteer that wants to say, hey, you know, like, this is the trade. And so that'll be a little fun. So 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time, 30-minute segment on My Funded Futures TV. If not, I'll be right back here tomorrow night for sure at 5:45 Eastern time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern time for the Globex Open. I'm here every night like clockwork, Sunday through Thursday. Thank you guys for using code PINE with Apex, Lucid, My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, Trade Day, PINE with a capital P, and Bulenox. Appreciate the support of the channel. And if you guys are just, I really can't thank you enough for using code PINE. I mean, this is why I do it. This is why I try to help you guys out as much as possible, bring as much value as I can. And entertainment, all that good stuff. You know, I try to dance for you guys every once in a while. You know, it's entertainment, right? No, I appreciate you guys hanging out, and good luck for the Asia Open, and good luck tomorrow trading. Let's crush it. All right, peace, guys. Thank you.
Trade in the building.
So we can dance.
We talking price action. We talking freedom.
I was telling Terry, all I have is the two-step shuffle. This is kind of how I dance.
To the screen, we live.
It's the two-step shuffle.
Let's go. Yeah.
Market's just ripping. Good luck, guys. Peace.
Eyes on the candle. Market volatility more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup. Yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming. Tell the doubt disappeared. Then we break the range outside bar. High stakes. Patience is the virtue. Waiting for the breaks. I don't chase the wick. I let the price come to me. Trading with the flow. That's the pine tree strategy. Inside, outside. Catching every move. Take profit trader. Yeah, we in the groove. Daily payouts hitting. Checking off the list, Apex Tradeify. The profits exist, hosted on the TV. Funded Futures the name. Lucid in the vision, we ain't playing no game. Clicking buttons with precision, take profit is the goal. Managing the risk, gotta keep my control. From the Apex heights to the Tradeify flow. Stacking up the wins, then I'm looking for more. I'm live on the air, Funded Futures TV. Showing every trade, total transparency. Lucid charts open, keeping everything bright. Scalping through the morning, holding through the night. It's a funded life, no more trading my own. Built a kingdom of capital, sitting on the throne. Withdrawal requests, yeah, I hit it every day. Pine tree trader, man, I'm leading the way. If it's red or it's green, I'm staying composed. Another daily payout, another door closed. Then it's back to the screen when the bell starts to ring. The rhythm of the market is a beautiful thing. Inside bar, hold, outside bar, go. Watch the P&L just continue to grow. Yeah, daily payouts, funded futures TV. Shout out Apex, shout out Traderify. Keep it lucid, we out.